Hello everybody, hope you're having a great day. Take a look at this, cheese enchiladas and rice. Back in the day, they used to serve these in junior high school and we loved them. Every Wednesday was Enchilada Wednesday and I just had them in mind and wanted to try and duplicate some really mild kid-friendly enchiladas. Well, you want to start by making the rice, and so you need 1 cup of Uncle Ben's original rice. To that, you want to add 1 tablespoon of tomato chicken bouillon, or just chicken bouillon, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then you want to put 1/3 cup of picante sauce and 2 1/4 cups of water. And this is in a microwave safe dish with a lid. And then 1 tablespoon of butter, and then give it a good stir. And then we want to put the lid on it. We're going to put it in the microwave for 6 minutes on high and then 20 minutes on half power. And while that's cooking, we want to get some heat going under a nice heavy saucepan. And we're going to put 1/3 cup of oil. And we're going to make the enchilada sauce. And this is the most important part, making a good enchilada sauce. 3 tablespoons of flour goes in a bowl, and then 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And then 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. 1 tablespoon of tomato chicken bouillon. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of cumin. You're really going to like this, I promise. It's worth the effort. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then just a dash of cinnamon. About 1/8 teaspoon. And you want to stir that and combine all those ingredients. And we're waiting for the oil to get nice and hot. And after it's hot, we're going to stir in the dry ingredients. And you can see that the oil is hot. You see it sizzling in the pan. And you just want to keep stirring it until all of those ingredients are combined and there's no lumps. And it's not hard. And you want it to sizzle away for about 60 seconds. Just keep stirring it. Stir, stir, stir. It's no problem. It's not hard at all. And then we're going to add water after we give this enough time, like I said, about 60 seconds. So now it's time for water. We've got 3 cups of water. And you just want to gradually pour that in and keep stirring constantly. And it's kind of odd looking because it gets really thick all of a sudden, and then you just keep stirring it and it'll all break down and smooth out. Don't be surprised at how it looks. Just keep it moving. It's really easy. 3 cups. There we go. And keep stirring and make sure everything is nice and combined. Really, the sauce is the star of these enchiladas. The star of the show is the sauce. So don't use that canned sauce. Make your own. And now you can add 8 ounces of tomato sauce, but that's really optional. Sometimes I use tomato sauce and sometimes I don't. You'll really need to try both ways to see which flavor you prefer. This just adds a little bit of a tanginess to the sauce. So either way is really good, with or without the tomato sauce. Now, the rice is ready, so we want to open it and let it vent just a little. And you want to fluff it with a fork. So that's been cooking for 26 minutes. Just give it a good fluff. I guess you call that a fluff. Anyway, and then put the lid on it, and it'll be ready and still nice and hot when the enchiladas are done. So get some paper towels on a plate, and we're going to wet them. Get some water and just Sprinkle water all over the paper towels and make sure it soaks through so that it's wet all through the layers. Okay? And now we're going to get some corn tortillas, about 14 of them. But there's enough sauce to do up to 20. And we're going to microwave these tortillas for 45 seconds to a minute. And they're nice and warm now, the tortillas, and the sauce is boiling, so we're going to turn the heat down to just low. Just slowly simmer like that, and we'll put together the enchiladas. Very, very simple. Now these warm tortillas are pliable, so you just put cheese in them, and this is Fiesta cheese, the blended cheese, and gently roll them. They won't tear because they're nice and warm from the microwave, and just stack them in the pan. You don't have to put anything in the pan. It's just a dry pan. And you just roll them up like this until you fill your pan up. It's very simple, very straightforward. And now that the pan is full with the enchiladas, we're going to put 3 ounces or 3 slices of American cheese. And this happens to be white American cheese, but the regular yellow cheese works just as well. And we want to put that in the sauce and let that melt. It doesn't take very long. American cheese melts really easy. And just stir it up and you'll see it. And you want to stir it until it's completely dissolved in your enchilada sauce. And now let's have a taste to make sure it's the way we like it. See if we need a little more salt or anything. And that's just right. Okay, all we have to do now is ladle it on the enchiladas. And be generous with the sauce. You're going to really like it. It's nice and mild, so you can really put it on. And you want to cover the enchiladas, every piece, every part of it that shows. And next for some cheese. And I like to put the cheese just right down the middle instead of trying to cover the entire enchilada. I think it's just as good, and I think it looks better when it's melted. But you do it the way you want to. Now I have the oven preheated at 350 degrees, and we'll just pop these in for about 10 to 15 minutes until the cheese melts. And there you have it. Beautiful and delicious cheese enchiladas. It doesn't get better than that. Let's see if we can't get these 2 out of the middle. Ah, there we go. Plate them up. And some of that delicious rice, still steaming hot. Oh, we used to love these things back in junior high school. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little more sauce on there. Again, the sauce is what makes these enchiladas. Just like that. Now it's time for a taste. Cheese enchiladas. Kid friendly. There's not even any onion. Of course, some onion would be good on there, but oh, it tastes great just like this. Not too spicy, very, very cheesy. How about the rice? Yes, nice and fluffy, but moist. That's the way I like mine. Anyway, that's how you do it. I hope you give it a try. It's really easy and delicious. Cheese enchiladas and rice. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.